Okay, hello, and welcome back to Fallout 4. We're going to start out pretty chill today because we have a lot of organizing to do. I mentioned last stream that a lot of the way that things have been set up here are just set up because I wanted to illustrate some things, or I wanted to slap down some stuff to show how it worked or explain something about it. And this isn't normally what I would do when I would be playing my own game. One of the things I would do is make sure that I am kind of organized. I was talking about scrapping last time, like I've got 9 10mm pistols right here. We need to scrap this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put this, there's a couple ways that we could do it. We could scrap it in the workbench, like go over to the weapon workbench and scrap each one individually, or we could take it into our inventory and then use the flat floor to scrap it on the ground, and that's probably going to scrap all of them all at the same time as long as there's more than 5 in a stack. So I think that's what we're probably going to do for some of the things that we have a lot of, because that'll just go faster. So I'll start putting some things into my inventory that need to be scrapped on the ground. We do have some of these that have like mods and stuff on it. We could go ahead and take the mods off at the bench before we scrap them, and I think that's probably what we'll do. In fact, well, weaponry is different than armor. If you want to build like a standard mod, it takes resources, so we're probably going to wait on the weapons. But if we have some armor that has some mods on it, we might go ahead and build the standard of that if we're going to scrap some of that. So let's go down. We have 2 newt launchers, fat man. I'm just going to keep those for now. We've got a lot of these. I usually put out, actually that's one thing that we can do right now, 2 different boxes. One of them will be for legendary armor so that we can keep track of it. And one will be for explosives. So we could take the explosives back out and put them in our explosive box. For some reason, settlers don't really seem to grab explosives out of a box, or they might be enticed into grabbing a weapon if they find ammo for it. So we'll go ahead and put our explosives in an explosive box so that we have easy access to it. We know exactly where it is. And I think that's all of the explosives for now. We can even label this if we want. I usually label it boom. I think we're going to put some of the Molotovs in there. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. Hello, Yara. Hello, Dinkers. I wasn't sneaky, Dinkers. I messaged a lot. Alright, so we got the 9 10mm. Yeah, I had to get all my beverages set up too, Yara. In fact, I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Let's see, I can put the knuckles in there. We'll scrap that. That's a big stack. Pipe auto pistols. Those are not going to fall into a stack big enough for us to just drop and scrap all at once, but we'll go ahead and scrap those. Oh my gosh, we've got 35 pipe pistols here. We're definitely not going to want to scrap those individually. We also have to go over to Sanctuary and basically go through our stuff there too, because I know we dropped all the stuff there, but I don't remember for the life of me what it was that we put there, because I was just like dumping things in a hurry to get on to the next thing. 16 double barrel shotguns. I don't think we need that. It says that we're carrying too much, but we're not going to worry about that because we're not going very far. 10 of these. You don't need switchblades or tire irons. We'll go ahead and start with that right now. So we come over to this nice flat section of floor. We open up our inventory to the weapons and we start dropping. Drop with R, and then you select how many you want to drop at a time. I want to drop all of these at once, so I'm gonna E, and it comes out in a bunch of 3, but there are 9 there. It's just that they're all stacked. And I'll drop those. And then we'll go into build mode and we'll just scrap them all. It's nice to do it on a nice flat piece of ground because they like to scatter all around you, and sometimes they will like sink into geometry, or if you're scrapping on something that you've already built, you can end up scrapping your foundations, which is not good. So I try to limit a bit on how many things I drop at once too, because especially if they're small things, they can get scattered way out and you can lose track of where they are. So they will highlight if you're in build mode, so hopefully I got everything. I thought there was another pool cue, but I probably got it but was talking, so completely missed it. So I figured we'd do some housekeeping. I figured we'd do some housekeeping first, and then we would set out on our adventure, so that when we come back and we start putting our things away, we'll have a better, more organized place to do it. And we won't have to scramble and say, oh my gosh, I know I have some of these. Where did I put them? They like to walk right across your scrapping grounds. Your companions will. I don't know why they think that's just super fun. But as we found out last time, I'm pretty sure Codsworth is trying to kill me. Scrap it all! That's right. Okay, I think that was all the weapons that I picked up that I wanted to scrap. So let's check the armor. Oh, combat knife. Do I want that? Okay, we're going to want to keep helmets. I believe I mentioned at one point that helmets, they're just not as ubiquitous as some of the other armor. Like this stuff, you can't even scrap that in the armor bench. If you want to scrap it, you've got to do it on the floor. So, no, I do not want to take all. I will take all of those. I usually keep the outfits because you just never know. I'll take those. Can scrap that. Ah, yeah, there was quite a bit of raider stuff that I wanted to scrap as well. I'll scrap the harnesses. Oh, we've got quite a bit of leather. If we ended up getting quite a few settlers, we could end up fitting them out with some leather stuff. Long johns. Red stag hide. What is that? That's just 1 damage resist. Yeah, I probably won't be using those. I can just throw those on the floor. These are under armor. Those are the ones that you can wear, but then you can put pieces of armor under it. There's raider and then there's road leathers as well. Oh yeah, and I need to put out a box for my power armor. Let's see, what kind of box should I put out for my power armor? I'll probably use that hefty looking, this one, the metal box. I'll probably use that for power armor, and then use this for grenades, and I'll use that for my legendary and fancy attire stuff, because there are some There's some attire, some apparel that's rarer than others, and I want to kind of separate that out so I don't lose track of it. Where was I? Oh yeah, Raider leathers. I'll take Raider stuff. And then this is the power stuff. I'll get to that in a minute after I get done scrapping. Yay, snacks, Yara! Snacks are good. This is more stuff that you can't even scrap in the workbench. Spike armor, it's not my favorite, but I end up keeping it anyway. I'm not even really sure why I keep it, but I do. Raider, welding goggles, and that. Right, so. Cogsworth. Honestly. Alright, so we're gonna throw this on the floor. And then we're gonna scrap it. And again, he likes to run right over everything I'm trying to do. Sometimes I think you're just working against me, Codsworth. No, move. Move. Seriously? You're just gonna stand there on top of it? Ha! Got it anyway. Alright. He might have said something about tea. He was complaining about how much I was carrying. I know that for sure. Now let's see. Where did the... I know I put down 2 pieces of Raider armor. Where'd it go? Ah, it came way out here. See, this is what I'm talking about. It can get flung, especially if you've got, like, a jerk companion that goes and, like, muddles through everything that you're trying to do. So there probably is stuff out here. Hopefully that was all that got flung. Codsworth, you and I are gonna have some words, mister. I think he is preparing for tea time. He's just gonna go off right when I need him the most. Or stand right in front of me. Or on top of what I'm trying to do. I didn't fling any, right? Okay, it doesn't look like it. We've only got... Gonna start flinging this stuff out. Hopefully it won't cause too much of a kerfuffle. I am not encumbered now. You can see I can move pretty freely. I think that was everything. That's the bad part about throwing things on the floor to scrap them, is that sometimes you're not sure if something you were scrapping got tossed off somewhere or fell through the floor or whatever. Okay, that should be the last of the stuff that I need to throw on the floor to scrap. Alright, now I can take out the power armor and put it in the power armor box. This is all Raider power armor. I still like to have it on display. So we'll put it in that metal box. And once this is all done, we might think about how we have things organized actually in the settlement. Oh yeah, and I need to go over to Sanctuary and make sure that I haven't dumped a whole bunch of stuff in there. I don't usually, I used to put my legendary weapons in their own box, but like I said, too many settlers have gotten a little light-fingered, and I've decided not to do that. They don't usually take your armor, though. So, we could take some of these and take the mods off. We could do that. Codsworth likes it, first off. And sometimes it can be hard to tell exactly what kind of armor you have until you take the mods off, because sometimes it'll be like sturdy or it'll be heavy or something like that, but it won't be absolutely apparent. Like if you know the numbers, like how much a regular leather arm, how much protection that would give you, then you could probably just like look and be like, oh, that's probably this kind of leather armor. But if you're not super acquainted with how much it's supposed to be, it can be a little confusing. And this will also give us some mods. If we find something that's actually better than ours, we might be able to upgrade some of our stuff. Lightweight, treated. Ooh, I don't think we have treated, so that might be nice. Yeah, that's standard, but it's light. And this is metal. Pocketed tempered raider. Okay, that's raider. I'm just gonna go ahead and scrap that. I think that's everything that had a mod on it. Let's see if we have... No, we don't have any girded for that. Or tempered, I should say. Oh. Can scrap that. Nope. There we go. We could be that one treated because we already have a mod that we just got off of that other piece for it. And that'll save us some adhesive, but we have to remember that because we've been dealing with taking mods off of things, we have to get those mods out of our inventory so they don't weigh us down. We can also dump the junk. Is there anything else that we're holding on to? Yes, we're holding on to all these pieces. So we can just put these back in our storage. Gonna keep the militia hat because that's part of our charisma gear. And I think that's it. We could dump some of this radix and radaway to reduce our weight just a little bit. But I think that's it, right? Oh, we have a magazine that we could put in the thing. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to start building out some of my other magazine racks, which are in shelves. These actually hold things. Like the other ones, you can very carefully set it up so it will actually hold things. But you basically have to almost hand place a lot of this stuff. Like some of these other shelves, like this one or this one, you kind of have to hand place it. But these are actually magazine racks, which are kind of like containers. So you can place stuff in it. And this is not cooperating. There we go. There are also some robot models that I usually try to put out on display. Some of them are a little fiddly, like they can end up getting knocked over, like if a companion walks past or sits down at a table or something, they can knock them right off, and then they can go all higgledy-piggledy and you don't know where they went. So we're just going to transfer our magazines over to this one. This will be a little bit better to display them. Grogneck, Hot Rodder, Rodco Fun. tattoo, covert operations, survival guide. There we go. That looks nice. And then I can probably just scrap this one, because I don't think we'll be using it again. There. Now I've got a good start on my magazine collection. You can see them all instead of it being turned around, so you might not be able to see it. This, we don't really need it, but I think I'm probably just going to leave that there. Eventually, I would like to have the building contain everything that we're going to need. Like I mentioned last time, I think it was last time, whenever it was that I was building, I mentioned that I usually like to make it so that it actually feeds right off the roof, and then we can wrap around so that it's a nice big continuous building. And then I try to put everything that I'm going to need in there, except for, say, the plants. You can make garden plots. So if you want to have a garden inside, you absolutely can. You don't have to have it out in dirt, or if you don't have a lot of dirt in your settlement, you can actually use these garden plots. So like I could have a rooftop garden, I could have my garden wherever I want it. You can only plant so many things in one garden plot, but as long as you have materials, you can make as many garden plots as you want. So there is that. So let's go over to Sanctuary and see what I've dumped over there. I'm not going to fast travel because that usually just takes longer because of loading screens. So I'm just gonna run over there. But I thought that we might. We went over to Walden Pond. We cleared out the Super Duper Mart in Lexington and the Corvega Assembly Plant. We passed by Grey Garden. I think we came down this way and came back up. But we passed by there. I was thinking we might head over in this general direction, perhaps. We could also head up here. I don't know. Kind of depends on which way I decide to leave Sanctuary, I suppose. Or which way I decide to go off in. Sometimes it seems very random. That's probably because it is. Unless I have like a specific destination, like I definitely want to go here because I know there's a thing I want. We could, I suppose, try to make it down to Diamond City.
I've got nothing else I need right now.
Yeah, here's our other power armor. I would like to get that back to the Red Rocket. I don't really want it to be here. Yeah, I know, you're pretending to work on it. That's cute. Let's check out the workbench. We'll take the ammo. I'll probably just leave most of the... ooh, bottle caps. Most of the junk here because I have that... do I have... no, I don't. I don't have them connected, I don't believe, right? No. That's the thing I need. Oh, that's right. I don't have the charisma for that. My private character does. But if I want to set up a shipment or like a caravan in between my settlements, I need local leader, at least the first rank. And I don't have the charisma for that. A towel. So that might be something we need to work to. But what else have we got? We got a pipe pistol, just one. 2 clean black suits. I can leave that here, that's fine. I'll take the stim packs and the Radex. A subway token. I don't think that weighs anything, so I'll go ahead and take it. And the rest is just junk. Is there any junk that I want? Ooh, duct tape, huh? I will take the duct tape and the glue for sure. Oh, nice. Pizza just as you walk in. Excellent. Sorry, I'm reading chat. They have goats on the roof? That's cool. That would be interesting. Gears can come in handy. That's oil. Leather. Oh. That's money. Plastic. Actually, that's money. Wonder glue? I'll go and take that. Excellent! I didn't actually leave all that much here. That's good news. I was a little worried that I was gonna have to like multiple trips and it was gonna be a big hassle, but there's a fairy tale about a farmer and his wife changing jobs for a day. I don't know if I've heard that fairy tale. It reminds me of the one where the fisherman finds a magic fish who's going to give him wishes. And his wife wants to wish to be rich and have all this stuff because they were poor. And it kind of turns around on itself because they find out that all of those riches don't really bring them happiness. So I think they end up wishing to make things go back the way they were, if I'm recalling correctly. Store the junk after I scrapped that, and then I think we're back down to good stuff. Oh yeah, I was going to I put this down so that I could put the miscellaneous stuff that I can get rid of and get it out of my inventory. So it's not confusing. Stinging barb. I'm not even sure what that's for, to be honest. I am going to take the lunch boxes out and put that in here. Sometimes I think, and this might be from Fallout 3, but I think you might need subway tokens in case there's like a robot that you let loose. It's like in one of the subway tunnels. If you have one, then they're okay with you. But that could have been just Fallout 3. Yeah, doing all of the household work isn't always as easy as people think. Like people who don't usually do it. They think, oh, I could do that. It would be so easy. Why are you complaining? Why do you think it's so hard? But to be fair, I think dealing with people and having to do jobs outside of the house can be a lot more challenging than people give it credit for, too. So let's see what we're going to do today. That actually didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. I thought this was going to be like at least an hour of organization. I mean, I suppose we could like put down some more boxes or something, or we could just like, you know, I've already got this in here, which was one of my stumbling blocks. We could actually put this somewhere. I'd really like to get up to where I could make a nice little stove. I believe that's under crafting. Yeah, the crafting benches. And I need local leader rank 2 to be able to build those. Unfortunately. But let's see if we can move this somewhere so it's kind of out of the way. I don't really like having it there. We can also cook up some food. I think I've mentioned a couple of times now that I don't really use the food because I never remember to, but I like to cook it for some reason. Plus, it's XP. It is XP. We could go and move that chem bench as well. And get that away from here. Now, when I do have settlers, they'll come up to the different benches, like this chemistry bench or the armor or weaponry bench, and it'll look like they're using them. But they're not. They're not actually making anything. It's just an animation. Oh yeah, there's one thing that I usually put next to the chem bench, which is a sign. If I can just remember which sign and stuff it's under. There it is. Actually, yeah, we could make it flop over. There we go. There we go. I think that's nice. Depends on how many people we want to get, really. Because we have one bed right now. And technically, it's supposed to be our bed, but somebody will take it. If I ever get any kind of settlers or anything, somebody will come in here and take my bed. Because that's just how they are. I have no respect for private property. Who do we have Codsworth. We have dog meat. We could start collecting up some of the other companions. We could, oh yeah, we could go and do that, I suppose. Although, I believe we need to get down in this general direction before we can listen to the radio station. His wife came home and... Oh wait, I must have missed something. You're telling me the fairy tale and I'm completely missing it, Yara. Put a rope around his neck, put a rope through the chimney, and put the other end around his ankle. He was cooking some porridge on the fireplace and the cow fell off the roof. Oh no. He was stuck upside down on the chimney. Well, no, I wouldn't think that, I wouldn't think that he would complain after being saved from having his head in the cauldron of porridge. Alright, sorry. Reading fairy tales in chat. I will go back to figure out what we are supposed to be doing today. We could do that. That's kind of an exciting thing that we could go do. Yeah, I suppose. Let's go see about that. Ooh, we might need to purchase some more ammo. Goodness. We got more 308 rounds than we do 10mm. That says something. Well, I think last time we started out by going shopping. Let's go see if we can get some 10mm from Trudy. I can put on my militia hat now with my red dress and try and get better prices.
I'm gonna tell you fucking showdown.
Oh! Well, alright. Codsworth was having none of that. Double barrel shotgun. Of course, wasn't that like... Didn't we have like an obscene amount of those back home and just scrapped them all? Oh well. There's Simone still laying there. Alright, Trudy. Now that we've taken care of your problems yet again, let me put my very persuasive red dress and militia hat on. No one can resist me.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
Can I make ammo? I think I talked about the manufacturing stuff that came with... I believe it was the Contraptions DLC. I think you can make ammo. It takes an incredible amount of power and know-how, like knowing how to set up the machines in the proper way and having the proper materials to make the kind of ammo that you want. It is doable. It is not something that I can do now, and I don't even know if it's something that I would want to do, because it takes quite a bit of materials, but it is possible.
Let's see what you have.
It's just a lot easier to go buy it. You don't even have... Ooh. You do have 308s, though. Well, I mean, I'm here already. So we'll just... Actually, didn't I have... I think I brought some junk, right? Or not. I might have put it away. Yeah, I probably put it away. So 308s it is. Alright. She doesn't seem to have any... Oh, there they are. There's the 10mm rounds. 72. Not bad. 288 caps. Or several bullets. Because I'm not using the 38s for anything. There we go. So I ended up getting a bunch of bullets for nothing, basically, because these are so abundant that I can just find them anywhere. Yes, you need to tap all of this knowledge. Alright, so I'm going to accept. Oh yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Just don't forget to put your regular stuff back on before you go out in the world. I've got eyeglasses on, so I don't need the welding goggles. That was just from that dude that Codsworth wrecked. Thankfully, all this weather doesn't really mean a lot to me. It does affect my visibility, like seeing at quite a distance. But other than that, it's not going to do anything bad to me. Is there any special ammo, or just that's... Oh, there's all kinds of ammo. There's all kinds of ammo. I mean, if you look, I'm carrying gobs and gobs right now. I just happen to be carrying a sniper rifle, which uses the 308s, a 10mm pistol, and I think I'm carrying a shotgun right now. Thankfully, in normal, none of this has weight, so I can carry as much ammo as I want. I don't have to worry about picking up fusion cores. I don't have to worry about picking up things like mini nukes or missiles. The 10mm, I mean, you can outfit it. Like, we have... There might... I don't think there's anything else that uses 10mm bullets. Because, like, the minigun uses different ammo. But, like, you can find different kinds of 10mm pistols out there. I don't think there's anything besides pistols that uses 10mm. I'm probably wrong about that, but off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. There's different kinds of rifles that use different kind of ammo. There's 50 cals. There's stuff that uses... What is it? Let me see the ammo and see if I can remember what it is. 45s, I think. Obviously, flamer fuel is for a flamethrower. This is for like the minigun. I think that's for combat rifle? Question mark. Fusion cells are for like laser weapons. Missiles, obviously. Yep, dog meat is still in his little house. In his little dog house. Enjoying life. Last time we came here, I don't think there was anything dangerous. Who you? Who are you? Oh, it's a little girl. Maybe I don't want to shoot the little girl. Maybe I don't want to shoot her. Who are you, little girl? Ah, yeah, this is,
Hey, pal.
I guess you're from one of the vaults, huh?
talkative, too. Is this stealing? Yes, of course it is. Alright. Fine.
Can we leave a light on tonight?
Well,
I like sleeping with the light
at
on.
least it wasn't anything dangerous. I know, I wish you could pet the cats, too. Eventually I'll put up a cat box that will collect a cat. That'll be great. So, we got the Wicked shipping trailer key previously, and I can use it on this particular trailer and get some fancy loot from it. Ooh, more 308s. Shotgun shells, Molotov cocktail, frag mine, more 38s, obviously. Yes, there are cats. They don't do much, but you can remind me when I get back to my settlement, and I'll show you how you can get cats in your settlement. No, you can't pet them. It's disgraceful. It's awful. It feels bad. But they are adorable, and if you set out a cat bowl, you can make a cat bowl, and if you set it out, they will hang out pretty close to the cat bowl. So, you can just pretend that it's kind of an unfriendly cat who doesn't like to cuddle all that much. I know, right? I don't know what they were thinking. Some of the things in here, I'm like, but why though? Why didn't you do that? Obviously, we're gonna want to pet the cats. And the dogs. Okay, minigame time. Anybody want to put in your guesses for what the password will be? Finding all of the dud removals before we make our assumptions. I think we found all the dud removals. That wasn't very many. A Ford? Alright. I will try a Ford. It has one likeness, so one of those letters is correct. So let's see. That would have two letters in common, so that can't be it. That has a D on the end. Does this have anything in common? It doesn't look like it. Nope. No. Nope. That has the two. I'm gonna try pulled. That has two likenesses, so it's probably an ED on the end. That's the most likely. Because that would be three likenesses, so that wouldn't be it. Dipped. Also two likenesses, but we only have one remaining, so we're going to back out and it's all going to be different this time. We're going to have to do it all over again so I don't get locked out. Maybe they'll have more dud removals. Maybe they'll take mercy on me and have more dud removals. If I had higher intelligence, there would be less duds to begin with. Alright, anybody have a guess on this new batch? I put a towel under where I put my teacup so it won't slam down on the table. I'm hoping that it's much legends. Hello, Lainey, how you doing? Legends. Legends. Okay. We'll try that. No likenesses. Not a single one of those. But that gives us some information. So let's see. That's why your dogs don't bark now. Yeah, because I'm not slamming my cup down on the table. Or at least it doesn't sound like it. Indian. Let's see. I don't think that has anything in common. Months. I'll have to find, down here. Months. Right. One likeness. One likeness. So that means we have to find a word that has one letter in common with months, but nothing in common with legend. That would have two in common with months. So I don't think that's what it is. Losing? No, that would have a common with legend.
There we go.
Alright. So it was stages. This is going to get us some power armor. I'm going to take that out and use the one that it's only got two. Well, we want to use up that two. I think I mentioned before that, at least in normal, you don't technically even need fusion cores to make it work, but you can't run if you have no fusion cores. I believe there's a perk that you can take eventually that allows you to use fusion cores. This one allows you to trample people while wearing power armor. Sprinting into enemies hurts and staggers them. So you basically just bowl them over in your armor. But I think there's either like a magazine or there's a perk where you can eject your fusion core out of your power armor and it will explode. I think it might be a magazine that allows you to do that. Where are we headed on the map? We're headed down that way. We actually want to head that way, I think. There might be. Is there a raider? The brackets are wibbling. Detected. That's probably a rad stag. You have chocolate cake? No fair. You need to share, Dinkers. Where's my chocolate cake? There's the raider. Now, I feel like this is kind of bad. They're actually at a grave. They're mourning the passing of one of their loved ones, I would assume. But we're gonna shoot him in the head. Got anything good? 10mm rounds, absolutely. Stim pack. Oh. I think we might have Codsworth pick up all that stuff.
Anything useful?
There's also the person here. I'll take that stuff. And then have Codsworth pick that stuff up too.
Take anything good.
Present day, Mom.
Now, because he's not already full, he just takes all of it all at once, and I don't have to individually tell him to take everything. As soon as he gets full up, then I have to tell him, take that, and that, and that. I say, do I see a pineapple on that pizza? What kind of pizza is it, Dinkers? Wait, where are we going? I'm listening to chat and not paying attention to where we're heading. As usual. This definitely seems to be a pattern. I believe that's the Rad Roach place that had the bottles. Yeah, had the bottles up on that ledge that I said, don't worry about it. I don't really care. So now Yara can be truly jealous because it's Hawaiian pizza. I know. Isn't that one of your favorites, Yara? Hawaiian pizza? Yes. We always get distracted with food. That's fine. Who would we be if we didn't talk about food like 95% of the time? Got very distracted by the thoughts of chocolate cake, though. I'll be honest. I'm trying to get down. There's a certain point where I'll be able to... There we go. We found the signal. So I think I have the radio turned off for copyright reasons.
Automated message repeating.
Oh, it'll tell me anyway. Good. Oh, nope, just auto...
This is Scribe Halen and Reconnaissance Squad Gladius to any unit in transmission range. Authorization ARCS, Pharaoh, 9-5. Our unit has sustained casualties, and we're running low on supplies. We're requesting support or evac from our position at Cambridge Police Station.
Okay, so they're broadcasting an emergency message that says that they have taken casualties and they need backup at a police station. And now that we've listened to that, we actually have a pip on our map that shows us where that frequency is coming from, and we can proceed there and see if we can offer our aid. Chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream used to be my favorite. I would say that if I had to pick my favorite ice cream, I'd probably say strawberry cheesecake or butter pecan. And if I had to pick my favorite cake, my grandma used to make homemade German chocolate cake with homemade German chocolate frosting, and she used to send it to me when I was in the military. I'd be stationed far from home, and she'd send me a care package with a big chocolate cake and a tub of frosting that she had had made for me, and I would... Ooh, that's a... Ow. I would give away the chocolate cake, not because I didn't like it, but my friends were also far from home, and they like to have sweet treats too, and I was willing to share the chocolate cake, but that frosting was mine. I didn't even offer it. I kept it just for myself. So those were ghouls. There's a whole bunch of ghouls in this town, and booby traps, which I was not paying attention for. When I say that there's a lot of ghouls in College Square, I think last time we went into a ghoul area at Lexington had a lot of ghouls, but I'm telling you, this place makes Lexington kind of look like Child's Play. Gonna go ahead and just grab that because I think Codsworth is wandering off. Must be tea time. Unfortunately, I do not have a silenced weapon. That is unfortunate. Is there...
College Square.
I think that's still alive. Not anymore. And there's one. This is where I really wish I had a recon scope. I think I was talking about recon scopes last time. It kind of paints a little red diamond on top of the enemy, so even when you're hidden, you can still kind of see them. Keep track of where they are. Uh-oh, I'm in danger. Ow, Codsworth's got it. Codsworth has got it. No worries. Yeah, I see you up there. Don't think that you can get away from me. All that gunfire that you hear is actually where we're heading. Which sounds like a bad idea, to be fair. Heading towards the gunfire. Okay, I'm in danger. And I believe it's from whoever's over there. But I don't see them coming. Oh good, they're losing track of me. Yeah, exactly, Yara. I would share my cake and make people happy because it was, oh my god, it was delicious cake. For sure. But, yeah. The frosting was all for me. That's just the way it was. It was a special present from my grandma. Oh, there's somebody up there. He just scuttled away. What a jerk. Oh, there's another one over there. I'm gonna come over in this direction. Stab him. Buzz him. Get him. See if we can take his leg off. Yes. Once you take their legs off, they can't really do too awful much. So I guess you could say that I like making people happy, but only up to a point. I think there's some booby traps over in this general direction as well, which is probably bad news for me. I will take this stuff. Especially with these vehicles here. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. I'm gonna have to offload some of this stuff to Codsworth for sure. It's gonna get heavy. How much am I carrying? Ow, not all that much. Good. Yeah, she'd send me, so it wouldn't get all weird or soggy, because she'd have to mail it to me, because I didn't, when I was in the military, I didn't live obviously in the same place as she did. So she'd put the cake in like a plastic container so it wouldn't get squashed, and then she'd put the frosting in a separate container to be added at will. Yeah, the ghouls move really fast. They move a lot faster than I would like. There's that one. I don't know if that's alive or dead. That's another thing about ghouls, you just never know if they're alive or dead. Alive. Oh, Dinkers, you were asking me last time, and I didn't see it until much later. Who or what are ghouls? They are, or they used to be, humans who were exposed to too much radiation. And some of them are from before the war. So some of these ghouls could be people kind of like me from like 200 years ago. And I believe there is a frag mine around here somewhere. Maybe the ghouls set it off earlier. That would be nice. I would like it to not be here. There should be booby traps here. I don't see them. So yeah, there are ghoulified humans that can still speak and think and everything. They're kind of shunned by some people who are not ghouls because they're different, but also I think they're kind of afraid that they'll turn into feral ghouls because radiation ate these humans' brains away to such an extent that they just can't rationally think anymore. They're just, you know, kind of like monsters or animals. I think it's up there. There you are.
What's all this then?
He tried to stand back up with one leg. That didn't work so well. I'm still in caution. How rude. I believe that... didn't he fall down? I thought he fell down here. Did he not? Oh, maybe he got caught there. Hello? Can I loot you? That is not what I wanted to do.
Have a riot.
You want to share because you want to share, not because you said so. Codsworth. Right, so we need to get up there. We can just go around. All of that gunfire is actually coming out from over there. But don't worry, it's not actually... It sounds bad. But nothing's really happening until we get over there. Aha! I saw you.
Fancy a bit of fisticuffs?
And there's still some bracket wibbling going on. No, that's not the only one. Here's a little trap, and there's a tripwire that we do not want to have anything happen with, just in case. And this is what it was connected to, that pipe pistol. It would have shot us if that tripwire had been broken. Right? Right, Yara. I know that when I was a kid, they'd allow you to send like Valentines and stuff. We'd make little bags and we'd put the Valentines in it, but they didn't make everybody give a Valentine to everybody else. You gave Valentines to the people that you wanted to. They give you a whole list of like everybody in your class, but... And I think I would give Valentines to everybody, but I don't think you had to. Because it was kind of secret. It was, you'd have them in your little sack and then, you know, nobody would know how many Valentines you got. But I know that with Piper's school, it was like, if you're going to give out Valentines, you have to give one to everybody. You can't leave anybody out. Who's a genius? Oh, Codsworth. Alright. Oh, well, that might be one of the reasons that I'm... Oh! 5 more shotguns, honestly. I don't know why they have so many shotguns. I know that I wouldn't want to, like, get a gift that was kind of begrudgingly or forced to be given to me. I mean, I guess that's kind of how I feel about anybody who watches the stream. I don't want you to come and watch the stream because you want to be nice or whatever. If you want to come watch the stream, come watch it because you like it or because you want to have fun or just hang out, but... I don't want people to feel like they have to be nice.
Will do.
Grab that.
Nothing would please me more.
I certainly hope that you have fun, and I hope that you come and watch, but it's definitely not mandatory to be nice to me. I would still like you even if you didn't come to the stream. Oh yeah, yeah. They were like that as well. If you were going to have something for birthday in Piper's school, you had to have enough for everybody. And they didn't want you to, if you're going to have like a private party like at your house, they didn't want you to send the invitations at school. Because if somebody got an invitation and somebody didn't, you either had to, if you're going to give invitations, you either had to give them to everybody or give them at a different time. Because they didn't want anybody to feel left out. Which, I mean, I guess I understand. It sucks to be left out, and I can understand that that hurts, especially when you're a kid. But, I mean, that's... this may be controversial, but the way I feel about it is that's kind of life, and you have to learn how to deal with disappointments. But maybe it's because I'm old, and that's how they taught us to behave. For my vast knowledge, of course, of course. Oh no! Oh, drama is the worst. Yara, drama is just the worst. I think that's partly why I like kind of just staying home, being kind of hermit-like. I know that for a lot of people, lockdown and having to stay home was a drastic change to their routine, and it really impacted their lives, but I'm not going to say I was a full-out hermit before the pandemic, but I was kind of a full-on hermit before the pandemic. It didn't really affect my life as much as one would have assumed. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so there's a cap stash up here. There's also a rifle. I knew there was something up here. Because I think somebody was trying to... the storytelling of it is that somebody was trying to hold out up here and they got overwhelmed by all of the flipping ghouls in the universe. There, I believe, is a ghoul in there. These are personal protection or preservation services. So basically, these were set up in case of nuclear attack. You could pay money to get into this little kiosk to save you from the blast. I agree, Yara. I think boys are usually a little less drama. I'm not going to say that they're absolutely drama-free. I think drama is just kind of a human thing. But they definitely seem a little more straightforward. And I think you're gonna wake up. That's probably why I got along with them so well. Because I wasn't about, you know, playing drama games and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say that I never get caught up in drama stuff, but I think that's why I avoid it so bad. Because I don't want to be.
But when you do, you usually end
That's it.
Mom rage.
I mean, am I wrong?
Well, that's just it. I mean, even between moms, there's like competition about who's a better mom. You know, oh, well, I make, you know, handcrafted ornaments for the entire class. And I baked 3,000 cupcakes for the school assembly and whatever. And it's like, well, I'm glad that you do that. That's great. But that's nice, dear. I used to be a lot more involved when Piper was younger. I tried to be involved in her school and stuff, but I just kind of noped my way out of it. I'm like, It's good that she's older now, and so if like she needs to go on a field trip or something, I can be like, you're old enough. It's good. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I actually, there's this big, like, art convention thing that happens downtown near where we live. And I took, how many kids was it? It was like 9 or 10 kids. The downtown area was just swarming with people. I mean, bunches of school kids who had come for it, but then like tourists and people who lived there to come and see the exhibits and stuff all around town. And I had to herd these, what were they, like 4th graders?
I think it was older.
5th graders, something like that. Through the swarm of
No,
people.
I think it was.
It was awful. It was the worst ever. And I'm like, never again. I'm not doing field trips. No. Never. This is the last. Nobody wanted to stay. It's like herding cats. Nobody wanted to stay together. Everybody wanted to spread out all over the place and wanted to touch the exhibits and do all this other stuff. And then I was having a heart attack because I thought for sure that as we were wending our way through these extremely packed streets and exhibits and stuff that somebody was going to get snatched. It was terrible. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing it.
Nice.
Hey, newbie. How you doing?
And one of those children was me. But I think I tried to help you, maybe. No, I thought so.
And I need to shove some stuff into Codsworth again. Rifle, pistol, shotgun, more rifles. I could probably give him the mines, and like I said before, I don't think Codsworth can use grenades. But I don't really want to find out, to be honest. Am I not? I think I'm supposed to be wearing that hard hat. Oops. Now. We might have to, because we have so much stuff, we might have to end up going back and dumping this stuff off before we get to the quest. Because once we kick off the quest,
Bring that here.
My pleasure.
we're going to have even more loot, and it's going to be kind of
Grab
heavy.
anything useful.
Of course,
Take anything good.
just
Grab that.
will do.
Get that.
My pleasure.
Check it out.
Presently, Mum.
Bring that here. Grab anything useful. Take anything good.
All right.
Grab that.
Nothing would please me more.
You know, my mom, the last field trip
Get
my
that.
mom took me on, she kind of
Check
did
it
the
out.
same thing. She swore it off for
Bring that
like
here.
ever after that. She was like, nope, I'm not doing that
Grab
ever
anything
again.
Useful.
Nothing would please me more.
Take anything good.
All right.
No, I haven't
Grab
played
that.
any pranks. I don't usually really play pranks.
Get that.
I'm Piper, I just joke
Check it
around
out.
with her.
Righto.
She's used to it. She's grown up with me
Grab anything
teasing her,
useful.
so.
Of course, Mum.
Take anything good.
Just so, Mum.
Thankfully, you missed all of the
Grab that.
organization at the beginning, newbie.
Get that.
Will do.
It was less than I thought it was going
Check
to
it
be.
out.
Will do.
But it was,
Bring that here.
what, like 20 some minutes, maybe 30 minutes of organization. It was riveting, I'm sure, to watch. Alright, we're just gonna, shotgun shell. Oh, so much loot. I don't want to leave any of it behind. Alright, Codsworth,
Can I be of service?
get to looting.
Grab anything useful.
Righto.
Take anything good.
Nothing would please me more.
Grab that.
Of course, Mum.
Get that.
My pleasure.
Yes, you missed all of the super
Bring it here.
sexy, super riveting and exciting
anything
organization dinkers. It was
anything good.
epic. And you missed it.
Grab that.
Yeah, Codsworth can loot.
Get that.
That's what I was saying.
Check
This
it
is how you, this is how you infinitely
Bring that here.
load them
anything
down.
useful. Take anything good.
So what you do is, you look at him, and you press E to command him, and then you spin your camera until it points at something you want him to inspect, and
Grab
then you
that.
start pressing E, and he'll start grabbing stuff if there's loot there.
Get that. Check it out.
Okay, only
that
2 more
here.
things, and then we're gonna go home. We're gonna be responsible. We're gonna
Grab
go
anything
home,
useful.
and we're going to dump all this stuff off so that we don't keep collecting more and more loot. And then we will come back. Because now we have, not only have we got the quest pip from listening to the radio, but we also have discovered College Square, so we'll be able to fast travel back here. So it'll be much easier this time. Have you ever had pineapple upside down cake, Yara? Is that your favorite cake? Oh, thanks, Tinkers. I probably could have gone without the cake jealousy, but it's fine. Alright, let's get everything off of Codsworth. We don't want to take his bowler hat, so we'll just manually take everything off of him instead of taking all. Because in the kerfuffle, I will forget to put his bowler hat back on, and that would be a crime against humanity. No more junk. Okay, so we'll just start flinging this stuff in there. But now I have a grenade box, so I can start organizing some of this stuff. Do I have any other explosives? It doesn't look like it. Good. I did have pizza the other day, and then I had leftover pizza, and then I had leftover pizza again, because we actually got quite a bit. But it was nice not to have to cook. I enjoyed it. I took full advantage of it. It's one of the reasons I'm really glad that we played D&D. I mean, I love playing D&D, but I also like it because we decided that it's a no cooking day. So we always order in on Saturdays so that nobody has to worry about cooking and being away from the table. We can just play and have a good time. Ooh, Dinkers is fancy. Glass bottles of cola. We don't get glass bottles all that often. Unless it's like fancy soda. Oh, that must be broken. I'll have to repair it. Yeah, if a piece of your power armor takes enough damage that it's considered broken, I think power armor is the only kind of armor that has durability in this game. But if you take enough damage on an individual piece, then it won't be able to be equipped anymore. Let me get the fusion core out of there. I'll move this one. So what I mean, last time we saw some raiders that had power armor, and I said I wouldn't be able to take the frame. What in the world is happening right now with my power armor? It looked like I got in like at the side. That was weird. Yeah, it's even getting me out of the side. That is really weird. So, these are the pieces. So if I take all the pieces off, it's just left with the frame. So this is what I mean when I'm talking about power armor frame, it doesn't actually have any armor on it. I can still get into it. I can still put a fusion core into it. Did I take it out of here? Yeah, I did. Good. I can still put a fusion core in it. And hopefully it won't have me like off to the side this time. Nope, it's still off to the side. That's really creepy and weird. Oh, no, it shows me in the power armor. Uh-huh. Okay, game. Whatever you say. Yeah, it's just the skeleton of the armor left. So I'm gonna go ahead and craft. Can I repair that? Do I have the stuff to repair it? Can repair that, can repair that. That doesn't need to be repaired, nor does that. So can I equip it? Yeah. Oh, I know why the hat. I think I put the when I tried to put my hard hat back on, it did something weird. I think. Because technically, when you get into power armor, your regular armor, what you're wearing on your body, doesn't really count as your armor anymore. Everything is then based on the power armor, and if you try to change what you're wearing underneath, most of the time it just won't let you, but sometimes I think weird things happen. Alright, so I think I took everything off of Codsworth. Did I get rid of everything that I didn't need? Did I pick up any? Oh, I still got aid and stuff. I'll drop that off. And then we'll go back and we will commence. So I did have something in the aid line. I just put it in here. It's called the Stealth Boy. It basically renders you invisible for a short amount of time. But you don't want to hand it to any of your like humanoid companions because they will just randomly use them, and there's a decent amount through the whole game, but they're not something that you just find all over the place, and I don't believe you can like craft them or anything like that. So if you intend on using them at some point, like saving them up and actually wanting to use them, don't hand them to your companions, even though they weigh weight of 1. But yeah, don't hand them to your companions. They will just randomly use them for reasons. So we'll go back to College Square. We will continue looting and shooting. Yes! Yeah, I didn't... That suit that I found in the train was not a complete set. So I probably had a couple pieces missing. Sometimes you'll be lucky and you'll find a complete set of power armor, but most of the time you'll find it with missing at least like a piece or two. And did booby traps? Booby traps? I do not want my boobies trapped. I think I looted all these guys. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, that's right. I was gonna go in here and go upstairs and across the thing. Did I do that? Ooh, dog bowl. I think I must have, because I'm pretty sure there was a trunk up there. And that guy's naked now, so I must have looted up there. Yeah, I think I killed him. And I think I came through here, right? Yeah, because I think there was a chain, or a chime. And I got rid of it. He still looks like he has loot on him. He's still dressed, so we know we haven't been this way. Ooh. 308s. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, I know I was in there. Because I was rambling about something or other. Probably about some... Back in my day! When I was looking at the washers. Okay, that guy looks naked, so we probably leave it over there. There is a subway that you can actually go into, but that's not where we're headed right now. I believe I came in here, but it does not look like I looted everything, because I see some loot that I missed right now. Get out of the way. Oh. I must have done some looting though, because he's naked. Well, I'm really glad that you had a good time in high school. I know that that is not usually the case. So I'm glad that you had a good time, Yara. Yeah, and I went up here, right? I'm thinking they're not going to be coming back, like, at all. Oh, and she's naked, so I must have looted her too. Man, I must have really missed a lot of stuff. This is what happens when you're, like, looking at chat and stuff and not paying attention. Ooh, hunting rifle. Wasn't there a... I probably got it and completely didn't even notice. Wasn't there a... No? No? Ugh. Burnt comic. Absolutely useless. Toll schedule, that's what it was. I picked up the toll schedule from her. New tolls, 10 caps for farmers and children, 30 caps for mercenaries, 50 caps for traders, 80 caps for wagons, 200 caps for minutemen. Don't tangle with gunners or the freaks in power armor. Let them through, but keep an eye on them. Shoot synths on sight. So, this Rika, that's the note that she had on her. So apparently they had tried to make this like a toll road, where this is kind of a hub that people would try to come through, and they would be heavily armed and defended, and they would try to charge people to come through. I don't think it worked out so well for them, unfortunately. Did I get this? Ooh, no I did not.
Yes.
Let's see. Bunsen burger. Frag grenades. Stealth boy. Interesting. Can you imagine if that was like pressed right up against your back in real life? I don't think that would be very cozy. Alright, so where we're going is over here.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
So this might be where I get a little quiet as I try to help out these guys. No, not him.
Fine then.
Alright, let's hop down and we'll go help him out. I'm gonna get up here. Codsworth. Codsworth! Codsworth! Oh, yeah, finally. Thanks. I don't think we're done yet. Yeah, there's more still coming. Now these ghouls that are coming in here don't spawn until you get over here. These are not ones that are literally in the town. These are an event that happens once you get over here. Ah! Rude. Buzzsaw. Okay, so now we have completed assist the soldiers, and now it wants me to speak to Paladin Dance, and he's got the little the little pip over his head. But I'm not going to talk to him right this second because I have looting to do. Bottle caps, fusion cells, carrot. Ooh. Laser rifle. What are these? So these, I don't think you can wear armor over the Brotherhood fatigues, but I suppose they're alright. They're better than just wearing the vault suit, because it gives you a little extra. Uh-oh, I missed something in chat. What happened? Oh no, you retracted your statement because you spelled something wrong. No. Don't tell her! How dare you? Ooh, military duct tape. Military duct tape is really good because not only is it adhesive, but it's also ballistic fiber, and ballistic fiber will come in really, really importantly. Yara said redacted. No! What a world, what a world. Ruined. My beautiful chat ruined. So, yeah, you can basically just come in and take all their crap. Because you helped them. I guess. So, this guy, Knight Reese, I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's injured. Scribe Halen is supposedly helping him out. And this is Paladin Dance. Hello, Paladin Dance.
Excuse me.
We appreciate the assistance, civilian. But what's your business here?
What's your business here? Who are you, exactly?
Before I answer, will you tell me who you are?
In due time. If you want to remain in our compound, I suggest you answer my question first.
I just saved your butt, pal. So how about some answers?
I'm just trying to survive out here, like everyone else.
The way you charged in and engaged those ferals, I find that a bit difficult to believe. Are you from a local settlement?
Again, none of your beeswax. Why the questions? Now that's an orange. I could try that, but what I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest with them. I'm from Vault 111.
I'm from Vault 111.
I mean, I'm wearing a vault suit here.
Most people wouldn't admit to such a thing.
I mean,
I
it's
appreciate
kind of
your
obvious,
honesty.
dude.
If I appear suspicious, it's because our mission here has been difficult. Since the moment we arrived in the Commonwealth, we've been constantly under fire. If you want to continue pitching in, we could use an extra gun on our side.
Who are you, really? You're doomed. I like that. Hire me? I think that's trying to negotiate for some money. And let me help. Who are you, really? You want to be suspicious of me? Well, I can throw that right back at you, pal.
I want to help, but I don't like the secrecy. Who are you really?
Very well. I'm Paladin Dance.
It's not a
Brotherhood of
very
Steel.
well-kept secret.
Over there,
If you're just
is
going to
Scribe
tell
Halen.
everybody who
I'm Knight
asks.
Reese. We're on recon duty, but I'm down a man and our supplies are running low. I've been trying to send a distress call to my superiors, but the signal's too weak to reach them.
Sir, if I may,
Proceed, Halen.
I've modified the radio tower on the roof of the police station, but I'm afraid it just isn't enough. What we need is something that will boost the signal.
Our target is ArcJet Systems, and it contains the technology we need, the deep-range transmitter. We infiltrate the facility, secure the transmitter, and bring it back here. So what do you say? You willing to lend the Brotherhood of Steel a hand?
I kind of need both of my hands, but if you ask me for help, possibly. Who are the Brotherhood of Steel exactly?
Who are the Brotherhood of Steel?
Our order seeks to understand the nature of technology, its power, its meaning to us as humans, and we fight to secure that power from those who would abuse it.
Abuse of technology. Sounds greedy. It is. It does kind of sound greedy. You get all the goodies, but you're doing it for our safety. What a noble cause. I guess I'll be nice. Actually, I'll talk
ignore
about
people
abuse
often.
of technology.
How did mankind abuse technology?
Before the Great War, science and technology became more of a burden than a benefit. The atom bomb, bioengineered plagues, and FEV are clear examples of the horrors that technological advancement had wrought. We're here to make sure that never happens again.
But how are your dancing skills? I guess we'll say it's a noble
Your
cause.
cause seems noble.
I'm pleased that you agree. There are very few, outside the Brotherhood, who appreciate the gravity of the situation we're facing as a species. So, what do you say? Will you help us?
I appreciate gravity. I take fall damage. Yes, I'll
No
help
time to
you.
waste. Let's get moving.
Outstanding.
Okay,
Taylor,
so I
take Reese
basically...
inside and bind his wounds.
Yes, sir.
Reese, once you're on your
I'm
feet,
sure
I
that's
want you to make
helping.
certain the perimeter
I'm
is
sure
secure.
that's helping him get better.
All right, civilian. It's time to prove your worth. Head into the police station and
Codsworth
reach the
secretly
office
hates
office.
everyone in the
Then let me know
Commonwealth.
when you're ready to begin. Let's move out.
Is that what it is?
All right, big guy. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I think that bowler hat has turned Codsworth evil.
Soon he's gonna grow an evil mustache.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I got a level up. Let's see what we're gonna take. I could take Rifleman. Gun nut would be nice, but I can't take it yet. I'm only level 11. I need to be level 13. I'd like to take Aqua Girl, but I need more endurance for that. I think I will... yeah, I think I will take more Rifleman. Could take more Black Widow. But that ignores armor. And does more damage. So I think I'll go with that one. Alright, so basically he wants us to come in and agree that we're going to help the Brotherhood. I mean, we've kind of said we already would. But now we have to say it again. After we loot the entire place, of course.
You gonna patch me up or what?
I don't know. Your prognosis looks pretty grim. Might be more humane to just take you out back and shoot you.
Yes,
hard.
Codsworth.
Just quit squirming so I can get these bandages on. Sorry about the other guys.
Well, I mean,
Think you're some kind of hotshot?
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot.
Oh, so now we're supposed to be best buddies. Well, guess what? I'm not interested in making friends. You're hired help, and that's all there is to it.
I really want to punch this guy in the face, but
I'll be certain to keep out of your way then.
You do that. Now, why don't you run off and see if Top needs you to do anything else?
You better get a move on. It's not a good idea to keep Paladin Dance waiting.
yeah, well. He can wait until I'm done looting. He's not the boss of me.
How's security looking? You going to be
Punch him, don't be nice.
This building's pretty solid.
I kind of want them to be
Yeah.
nice to me
unless if a haymaker
for a
decides to
while.
pay us a visit?
Up to a certain point.
Field Scribe Halen, personal log entry 324A. I'm starting to wonder if joining the Brotherhood of Steel was a good choice. I originally signed up seeking protection and comradeship, but I'm worried that I've traded away a bit of my humanity in the process. The Brotherhood's message of hope for the future is idealistic and noble, but their methods leave a lot to be desired. The leadership seems especially misguided. Instead of diplomacy, they wield violent confrontation to exert control.
Paladin.
Despite all that,
Ready to move
I've
out?
been successfully avoiding the fighting by following the career path that the field described.
So basically, that was one of the Brotherhood's own, talking about how she joined up because it sounds so idealistic, but the way that they're actually running things, she now has questions about what they're doing and why they're doing it. Because it doesn't seem completely above board and ethical. Big surprise. Yara. Kill them all, Dinker says. And then Yara says, yeah, being friends with everyone doesn't always work. I'm talking to you, elementary school.
What?
There's a lot of stuff here. And we are going to take it all. I love how they're supposed to be here, like, looking for technology, but they didn't loot this place, like, at all. I don't think they're doing their jobs very well. I think I missed something somewhere. There it is.
Hello, team. Captain Whitmark here. Welcome to the task force. Operation Winter's End starts now, with you. Together, we will knock Eddie Winter off his throne and dump his sorry ass in a 2,000-volt easy chair. It should come as a surprise to no one that our operations in Boston have been, in a word, compromised. Winter has eyes everywhere, even the
Hey.
BPD. Right there.
So that I think cut off because I interacted with Codsworth, but basically that's a holotape from before the war. They were talking about Eddie Winter. Eddie Winter we will hear about later, much later. He actually does figure into some of the things that we will be doing, believe it or not. Suspenders. I still got my militia hat. Good, good, good. A lot of, like, the aid stuff doesn't weigh a whole lot, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on them just to keep things unclogged. And I want to be as empty as possible because here in a little minute I'm going to speak with Dance again and we are going to go on a little field trip. Nice thing about this particular building, there's no enemies in it. As long as you're not on the bad side, like you don't shoot or punch any of the people that we've met already in here. If you're not on their bad side, there's no enemies in here, so that's good. Oh no, your cola reserve is depleted. That's a national emergency. Call out the army. There's a whole bunch of bobby pins right there. Story being, I'm assuming, there was handcuffs there as well. This prisoner was trying to pick their own handcuffs and escape. And I don't think there's anything in here. Looting, looting. Fans are really good junk. As I have mentioned time and again, fans are excellent junk. Because they have screws. And if you want to upgrade anything, you need a ton of screws. Ah, yes. Expert lock. I believe this is supposed to be like the captain's office, because this was a police station. That is true. It can depend on where you are. Some places are definitely better than others. I'm glad that middle school was better than elementary school for you, Yara. It's not always the case.
Sweet.
It's not always the case.
Won't be stopped by a little thing like a lock.
Yes, we won't be stalked by a little thing like a lock. You're absolutely right. I mean, why would they give me the ability to pick the lock if they didn't want me to crack it open? Hmm? Alright, I think that's a majority of the good stuff.
Why are you standing around here like there's nothing to do? Paladin Dance is waiting for you.
I could save it and then shoot him in the face. But I won't. I'll be
You
good.
better get a move on.
I'm a good person. I am a good person. Alright, don't walk away from me, you.
You ready to move out?
Why the police station?
Why establish an outpost at the police station?
Given the nature of the facility, we felt it would be tactically advantageous to search it for weapons and ammunition. The radio tower on the roof was an unexpected boon, but it obviously has its shortcomings that need to be rectified. It might not be as imposing as the Citadel back in the capital wasteland, but it suits our purposes. That's all I'm willing to divulge at this point. Are you ready to proceed with the mission?
I suppose.
Ready.
Outstanding. Follow me, and try not to lag behind.
It's been over 200 years since I heard a telephone ring.
You should feel lucky, Codsworth. Telephone rings are the worst. They're annoying. Tinkers, you're such a bad influence. You're such a bad influence. I'm not going to shoot the guy in the face. Although he does test my patience. And it being a video game means that there's less consequences than in real life if you shot somebody in the face. A quick little savey save is all it would take. That's all I'm saying.
Why are you crazy?
Yeah. Oh, I did miss some stuff. Oh well. Yeah, he says, I hope you can keep up, but he'll only go so far away.
Arcjet is a short hike to the west. If we take this road, we should be able to avoid the larger packs of ferals infesting Cambridge.
Yeah, about those ferals infesting.
Getting that transmitter up and running needs to be our top priority. If it was up to me, I'd relocate my team. But Scribe Halen detected some disturbing energy readings in the area that need to be investigated. We don't know much about
There's a frag mine there. Is there any other frag mines? Yeah, there's one over there. Where did it go? That one right there. Alright.
whoever or whatever is creating those energy readings might be a potential threat. So it's our job to investigate.
So because I don't have stealth 3 yet, I have to disarm them before they explode. Ooh, corn. Yes! That's actually really good. We need to plant some corn so that we can start our adhesive farm. Excellent. This is actually really good. This is good news. I think your favorite song could become annoying if you got called enough. Even if your ringtone was your favorite song, I think if you got called enough, especially right in the middle of like doing something else, I think you would agree with me. There is some more loot up there, and he will eventually wait. He'll complain about it, but I don't think there's anything dangerous in any of these. Watch me be wrong. There's a lot of skeletons here. which again is kind of its own storytelling. Everybody was trying to get inside these preservation shelters, I'm assuming, and didn't make it because there's nobody inside and there's a whole bunch of skeletons outside. Let's see. Is it radioactive? It's got a few rads, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be like kind of a mutated corn that's evolved to grow in the conditions that are out in the wasteland now. So I would assume that's why it doesn't pop. That would be interesting if you could pop the corn. Mostly corn is for, oh, who do we got? We got Raider Scum, Caravan Guard. So the Scum are in the middle. And another Caravan Guard. Alright. Oh, and now I can't tell who's who. Great. Oh, no more APs. Crap. Crap. Ha! He got set on fire. He'll be fine. He's got flippin' power armor on. He's good. Did we save the Caravan Guards or did they get killed? Codsworth!
I'm all ears.
Take anything good.
Straight away, Mum.
Shotgun shells. Oops. No.
Psst.
Miss Vivian.
Grab that.
Of course, Mum.
Get that.
Just so, Mum.
Check it out.
My pleasure.
Bring that here.
Straight away,
What's
Mum.
the strangest item of food in the game? Well, they have moldy food, which is like a plate that looks like it just has moldy food on it. However, there's a sweet roll, but it looks more like
good.
a grilled hamburger patty. I mean, being generous to what it looks like. It doesn't look like a sweet roll at all. I think that's pretty weird.
Check it out.
On it.
Bring that here.
What else? Oh, there's some dishes that you can make out of the local
Grab anything useful.
the local wildlife. That's kind of weird.
Well,
To be fair.
Take
Yeah,
anything
I'm not
good.
listening to you, Dance. He's like, blah blah blah, explainy, stuff, and I'm like, that's nice. That's nice, dear. Psycho buff out. Ooh. Bathrobe? Yes! Excellent. Eventually, I can armor my clothing, and I want an armored bathrobe. Yes. I mean, good for you. Ooh, more corn. Excellent.
Get that.
Am I encumbered again? Jeez Louise. How much am I carrying? Oh, I'm not. Okay, never mind. I must have bumped into something. Ooh, and a carrot. Good.
Hey,
something you need, Mum?
Yes, I need you to carry all of that.
check it out.
Just so, Mum.
Bring that here.
Righto.
Grab anything useful.
Of course, Mum.
There's some
Anything
pretty
good.
My
weird
pleasure.
creatures,
Grab that.
especially in
Nothing
Far
would please
Harbor,
me more.
that you can actually cook up and eat. I'd say that's maybe some of the weirdest stuff. I mean, to be fair, eating Mirelurk or mole rat is kind of weird. If I had just stepped out of like her life where 1 minute, you know, it was all Nuka-Cola and Blamco mac and cheese, and then the next minute they're like, here, have this Mirelurk cake. I don't know how I'd feel about it. It doesn't sound like something you'd use after a shower. An armored bathrobe. I don't know. I suppose it depends on what you have to face after the shower, now doesn't it? I mean, if you think you're gonna get attacked. In fact, let's take a look at this bathrobe. I want to check it out. There we go. We even got slippers. That is magnificent. I love it. I mean, you'd listen to somebody that was dressed like that, right?
Absolutely.
Let's get my other stuff back on before I forget. Oh no. Treated leather. Well, yes, I will take that. Thank you. Is that all of it? I don't think so. There we go. Excellent, excellent. And I have a hard hat on. Alright. And sneak. And we're away. See, he'll just wait here. We did all that stuff. We tried on a bathrobe. I mean... He's exceedingly patient when you think about it. Except for the fact that, you know, the plot can't happen unless we're there, so... He's just really doing his job. He's just waiting for me. I think there is a bug usually over here to the... Yep. Miss. Oh! Well, at least he's good for something, I suppose. Earning his keep. Silver pocket watch. Really. This iBot is not a threat. There are iBots that are out in the wilds that are a threat, but I don't think we've really gotten there yet. That's usually after you start the Automatron DLC. There'll be roaming bands of these murder bots, and some of them are iBots. Yes, I have played Borderlands, Yara. Which of the many annoying sounds in Borderlands are you talking about? Oh, you don't like Claptrap? Oh, he tries so hard though. And nobody likes him. Poor guy. Hey, Punk Koala. So, I do have a question. Is it Punk Koala or is it Pun Koala? Because either would be awesome, but... Do you prefer to be called Punk? Do you prefer to be called Pun Koala?
There it is. Arc jet system. There shouldn't be any exterior
Punk
security.
Koala. Okay.
We'll head in through the front.
Although Pun Koala would still be awesome. I have a soft spot for puns.
Really? You don't say.
Okay, so he's leading us over here to ArcJet Systems. We're gonna go in. He's gonna give us a little speech about following orders first.
That's just tragic.
Hello?
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
Listen up. We do this clean and quiet. No heroics and by the book. Understood?
Not my first rodeo. Hurry this up. Yeah, alright, I understand.
Understood.
Outstanding. Remember, our primary target is the deep-range transmitter. Stay focused and check your fire. I don't want to be hit by stray bullets.
You don't want to hit by stray bullets. You've got flippin' power armor. Yeah, if I shoot him in the face, that's not a stray bullet. That's like on purpose, right? You didn't say anything about that. Loophole!
It was corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for
Blah, blah, blah. Corporations, coffin, blah, blah, blah. Got it. Evil, evil, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure that the corporations that did all this are the least of our worries right now.
Look at these wrecks. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
The Brotherhood's handiwork?
Is this the Brotherhood of Steel's handiwork?
Unfortunately, no. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute synths.
What are synths? Now, previously, we had somebody mention the Institute and
What's
synths
the
to us.
Institute?
They're a group of scientists who went underground when the Great War started. Spent the last few decades littering the Commonwealth with their technological nightmares.
Synth. Isn't that the same as robot?
They're an abuse of technology created by the Institute. Abominations meant to improve upon humanity. It's unacceptable. They simply can't be allowed to exist.
I'll be on the lookout.
Roger that. Let's move out.
And none of these robots are lootable, which is a tragedy.
This place is a mess, and I still see a few pieces of salvage that the Brotherhood might be interested in. Afterward,
And he's still blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. There's some lore here. They were doing experiments. I'm racking my memory banks. Engine core accident. Yeah, I think one of, like a reporter or something got killed. They were gonna do like a press tour or something. What the hell's going on down there? How did a member of the press get all the way past security through the entire research facility and into the engine core without tripping our alarms or turrets? We have a real mess on our hands, and it's going to be your job to clean it up. I don't care how you do it, just make it all go away. If this comes back to bite us, I swear you're going to be the one that takes the fall. Wow, nice. And that's from the CEO of ArcJet to the security lead. This was before the war. Ooh, a fan. I almost missed that. Yum, 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 yum. Yummy, 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 yummy loot. He is amazingly patient, considering that I can't go 2 steps without, like, wandering off to go get some loot. Yeah, I know, in Borderlands, I know that Claptrap is one of the least liked. There's a lot of people that don't like him, and they think he's just the most annoying.
looks like a dead end.
Can't stand him. I get it. I do get it. He is annoying. But, I don't know. I think maybe, wasn't it Borderlands 2 when you had to do the little mission where he had a birthday and nobody showed up, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Maybe that changed my mind. Shoot him in the face! That's her answer to everything. That is her answer to literally everything. I go to a trader. Shoot him in the face!
Oh crap, it's on, isn't it? This is Technician Rand, ArcJet Propulsion Division. I'm here with Technician Janowski, work log A1190. Janowski and I have been working on the Mars Shot project for about 3 months now, and I think we have the thrust calculations worked out.
Man, I wish I was headed up there with those guys. It'd be nice to get the hell away from our lousy planet.
Hey, easy. If we don't record these logs properly, we're gonna get fired. The supervisor is already itching to get rid of us, especially since it's taking us longer than we promised.
So what? We've been drafted anyway. We're shipping out in a few weeks, remember? Soon we'll be doing push-ups, eating freeze-dried rations, and just wishing we were spending our day inside a cushy private laboratory.
Of course I remember.
but I'm trying not to imagine getting my head blown off when I'm on the front line, and keeping my mind on work is helping me deal with the problem. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you, but it's important to me, okay?
All right. Sorry. Look, why don't you toss this tape and we'll start a new one.
So those were some lab technicians, I believe, that worked here before the war. They were talking about shipping out to the front, but they still had work to do here and blah 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 blah. But we are going to come over here, and the first one is password security. This is your annual reminder that all terminal and mainframe passwords are to be changed on a monthly basis. Failure to do so may result in automated changes, the suspension of network privileges, and or disciplinary action. Please do your part in keeping ArcJet systems secure. And then you can request an automated password change, which gives us the password now to this terminal over here. So even if you couldn't open up an advanced lock or an advanced terminal, you can still get the password. So I could have gotten the XP for cracking it, but ooh, who are you playing as in Borderlands 1, Yara? So we're going to open the security door, and as soon as we do that...
Nice work. Let's get moving.
Uh-oh. It's more than I had reckoned with. Oh yeah, Codsworth, go for it. Yes! Okay. So, we're going to take all of their stuff. No, he does not need that anymore. That is absolutely correct. Oh, I hear more synths. Ooh, how did I miss that globe? Dance has got this. It's fine. You're playing the Hunter, huh? My favorite was Brick, but then I found that I tend to play a heavy in just about every game that I play, except for things like this. I usually don't play a melee character in this, or like Skyrim or anything like that. I mean, you got this, Dance. It is going to be probably less XP for me, but I get to come along behind you and collect up all the loot, so... I mean, seems like winning to me.
Get that. Check it out.
Trying to be better with snipers. Yeah, it can be challenging.
Bring that here.
VATS can really help in Fallout 4. I don't always use it, but it can help. If you have decent perception. If you have poopy perception, maybe not so much.
Got it.
Oh!
Damn synths have compromised most of the facility.
There's something unnerving about synths. Never know if one's going to spring to life.
Really? I played Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, but I decided to skip Borderlands 3. It just didn't really grab me. Oh no, with a controller? I've never really played too much with controllers. I can only imagine what sniping must be like with one. It doesn't sound fun.
Nice. Won't be able to hack this.
Oh, I can't do expert. That's okay. I already got that open. I won't be getting double XP for it, but it'll be fine. Oh yeah. Disarm the tripwire and the Tesla arc. that it's attached to. Again, don't get your boobies trapped. So, just like I noted before, there are workbenches. This is not a settlement, so I could go ahead and scrap some of this stuff. And it'll be fine. It'll take up less weight when it's scrapped down to its components.
I guess somebody has some sense.
There's an armor bench right here as well. I don't think... Well, we did get quite a bit of... We did get quite a bit of leather armor on our way here, right? Not too much. Most of it, I think, is on Codsworth. We'll be fine. We came through there. Codsworth. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my light on so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh, microscope pack of duct tape. Oh my gosh. So lovely. It was worth this whole mission, probably just for that. Got some toys and stuff, ceramic bowl, light bulbs. What's that? Common. Oh, he's waffling on again. I can tell he's close by. Stealth boy. Shotgun shells. I love how I'm completely unconcerned. There's tons of gunfire and definite firefight going on, and I'm just like, it'll be fine. Vacuum tube. Fan. Old American flag. I'm pretty sure this is the way we go. Oh, that sounded like an explosion. Yes! Yes. Energy weapons permanently inflict 5% more critical damage. Will robots rule the world? I think we all know what Codsworth would say about that. So there's more lore on here, more about like what they were doing pre-war with making bad decisions, basically. Possibly morally questionable decisions. And also, I think they were running behind and they needed to get on track so they could keep their funding. It's either that or it was another place that's similar to this that was like that. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open for the XP, but I'm pretty sure there's an enemy nearby. See if we can find some brackets. Anybody looking have any advice on what they think the password is? You want to make a guess? Oh, one pair of brackets so far. That's brutal. Dark? Alright. Let me see if I can find the last of the brackets. Make sure I got all of it. Okay, where is dark? 0 likenesses. Well, that means we know that it's not going to start with a D, at the very least. What about free? Nope. That also has 0 likenesses.
Nice.
Meal. So we've got some lore, their repair reports. We're gonna go ahead and deactivate the turrets. How about that?
Sussed it out, did we?
Think. Ooh, military grade circuit board. That's nice.
After the war, civilization may not have fallen so far.
There should be... Oh. Maybe Dance Dance Paladin already got him. He's probably patiently waiting for me somewhere. Where was that? There it is. There we go. Got everything from there. Ooh, missed that. Is there anything this way? This is where we came from, right? Yeah. I think we came from there, went to there, and then we came around this way. Okay. We got that, we got that. That was the end of that room. Ooh, more doors. Excellent. Oh, overdue book. That will come in handy later. Yeah. I like take everything else, but there's like a couple pieces that I'm just kind of like, it's not really worth it. But then I definitely take the other things that are not really worth it. I'm like, yes, I have to have it, like the plunger. Not worth it in the long run. Bathroom. Militia hat, I'll keep that. Alright. I've still got, oh, I am still carrying a lot. It's probably in the junk department. The junk can really weigh a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of times that in my life that following either my brain or my heart probably would have been a lot better than just following my mouth. Either one probably would have kept me from
Grab anything useful.
less than desirable decisions.
Take anything good. Grab that.
Present day, Mum.
Get that.
Of course, Mum.
Check it out.
Just so, Mum.
Bring that here.
Righto.
Oh, this is going to take a while.
Take anything good.
So what is everybody
Grab
up to? Since we're just waiting for Codsworth to
Check it out.
get with it and pick up all this stuff.
Bring that here.
Of course, Mum.
Grab anything useful.
I don't know what we're going to have for dinner. Oh, we're talking about food again. Here I go. Oh, you have a tip for following with your heart instead of letting your mouth speak first, Yar. What's that?
Bring that here.
Hopefully
Grab
we
anything
can gain some
Take anything
wisdom.
Good. Grab that. Get that.
You'll-
Check it out. Bring that here. Grab
Yeah, but
anything
your
useful.
ways are to constantly say to shoot and
good.
punch people in the face. I don't
Grab
know if
that.
I want to learn those way stinkers.
Get that.
Nothing would please me.
Check it out. Bring that here.
Just so, Mum.
Grab anything useful.
Straight away, Mum.
Take anything good. Grab that. Get that.
Present day, Mum.
Check it out.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it
Bring
before,
that
but
here.
you can also explode
Grab
people's
anything useful.
pants.
Nothing would please
If you get really good, you can
Take
put
anything good.
perk points into pickpocketing and stealth, and you can stealth up behind humanoids.
Get that.
And you can reverse pickpocket a grenade into their inventory, and then I would
Grab anything
run
useful.
because it's going to detonate in their pocket, and it's
Take
called
anything good.
exploding their pants, and the game even
Grab that.
keeps track of how many pants you've exploded.
Get that.
Of course, Mum.
Check it out.
Yeah, that's... Yes, exploding pants. In fact, I will show you under... I think it's data statistics. Where is it? Is it under general? Pants exploded. That's when you reverse pickpocket a grenade into somebody's inventory and it blows up. You explode their pants.
Something you need, Mom?
Bring that here.
You are right, Yara. If you
Grab
can't say
anything
something nice, you shouldn't say
Take
anything at
anything
all.
good.
But I know from personal
Grab that.
experience that that is very difficult sometimes.
Get that.
Especially if somebody's
out.
being mean to one of your friends or doing something that isn't right.
Bring that here.
My pleasure.
Grab anything useful. Take anything good.
On it.
Grab that.
Righto.
Get that.
Just so, Mum.
Check it out.
On it.
Bring that here.
My pleasure.
Oh, I just grabbed that.
Grab anything useful.
Will do.
Take anything
I
good.
guess it kind of does, doesn't it, Yara? Sounds
Grab
like,
that.
you know, maybe you should go see a
Get that.
doctor if you've got exploding pants.
Check it out. Bring that here. Grab anything useful. Take anything good.
Oh, that's what you get when you eat
Grab
the
that.
weird food of the wasteland. You get exploding pants.
Get that. Check it out.
Righto.
Bring that here. Grab anything useful.
Oh my god, how long this is gonna take? How much are we carrying now? Okay, it's not terrible. I'll just have to make sure that Codsworth
All the stench this place must generate.
Codsworth. Oh, there's a hairbrush. I don't think that weighs very much. And I'm going to check for triggers on the outside of the door to make sure it's not trapped. It doesn't appear to be. So, ooh, bobby pins. Now we're starting to get the bobby pins. I try to be polite. I try to be a nice person. Again, sometimes it's really hard. Alright, you're gonna have to come take this, because this is too...
Grab that.
Will do.
Alright. Is there anything else? Grab the metal bucket.
Get that.
Just so, Mum.
I don't see too much of anything else. It takes an immense amount of self-control sometimes to let people scream in your face and just be absolutely polite in return. Okay, he's down there. Good, good, good. So that means we've basically caught up with him. Got some mentats and a couple of new Coca-Cola bottles. Anything good in here? There's the receptionist. Ooh, I could get some XP from that. Okay, so brackets, brackets, brackets. Anybody want to give a guess? While I find the brackets. I think sometimes you also have to know that like a service job possibly isn't the best for you sometimes, because I think it obviously there are a lot of people who take service jobs because they need a job and that's what's available, but I think it kind of takes a special type of person to do it well. And I think sometimes once you get a little bit older, you figure maybe I'm just not cut out for that. Maybe I should look at getting, you know, a nice job where I don't have to deal with people on a daily basis. Oh. Oh. It's okay, Yara. I know that he's pretty annoying to a lot of people. Okay, so we've got one likeness from Lance. I have to focus. Okay. I don't think... Let's try that. That's still one likeness.
And I go over this guy and I paste.
Okay.
What's expected?
So, what would it be? Because I don't.
I'm in.
Agreed. Alright. So there's nothing. You can open the floor safe, but I think I have enough lockpick to get double XP from that. Yes, I think people being nice to each other and try to respect, you know, especially people that are just doing their job, for sure. I think people forget that a lot of times.
Because these aren't cells.
In fact, there was a screw up on our dinner delivery once, and I had to call customer service, and I'm like, it didn't show up, and but we're still getting charged for it. I was wondering if we could do something about that or what happened exactly. And I tried to be, reasonable and polite. The person who was on the phone that was trying to help me wasn't the reason that we didn't get our food. And I know that things happen. Mistakes get made. It's okay. I'm not gonna throw a fit, but the lady was so appreciative. She's like, I get yelled at and sweared at all the time. Thank you so much for, keeping your cool and keeping your patience. And I was like, wow, I'm so sorry that you have to go through that.
I expect certain things to function expression. You've even gone back.
That's gotta be rough. It's gotta be really terrible.
It looks like the elevators are dead. We'll have to keep heading down for now and find a way to get the facility's power back online. There has to be a power backup system somewhere. Scout the maintenance area off.
Can you stop putting your butt in my face, please, Paladin Dance? It's not very enjoyable for me. It's not. Alright, so we're gonna find a couple of things in here that are pretty cool. Junk, obviously. But we're also, power's out. So you gotta fix the power, and as soon as the power's on, there's a couple things that we're gonna have to do.
Yes.
Power's over here. This is a novice, so anybody could get into it. I think a lot of people take out their frustrations and, their unhappiness on others. I think they're quick to judge. I think that, there's a lot of unhappiness out there. And there are some genuinely not nice people. And I know this is going to probably sound, a little goody two-shoes, but I think sometimes you get back what you put out there. So if you try to be nice, people are kind of taken aback sometimes when you're nice. Good things happen a lot of times. Oh, and also, hello, Irish. Hello, Nemesis. Alright, so there was one likeness in hand. I'm getting so distracted talking about other things than the game. Let's try care. Still one likeness. Well, that's not very helpful. Ways, perhaps?
Sweet.
Yes. Alright, power options. How about on? Turn it on. That would be the option that I would like. Proceed to the control room. Yeah, I will.
Engine core power restored.
But not before I take a fusion core. Get out of the way.
Standing by for your command.
Okay, so I'm gonna close the door here.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
And then I'm gonna completely ignore all of the stuff that's going out there and listen to this holotape. Because look at this sweetness.
Oh, you graduated all right from high school. It's fine, I'm sure you took soft class.
It's too peoply outside. I agree, Dinkers. I agree it's kind of peoply outside. So, this particular holotape, I think I talked over part of it, and also the fight is very loud over there. But basically, it was a nerd who got picked on, and he created this thing called the junk jet. It literally uses junk as ammo. So you can upgrade it. We can take this back and see what we can do with it. This is not going to be my first priority for upgrading, though. It's kind of cool, but it's not my first priority. So he's having a really rough time, so we're just going to start the engines. See that big thing up in the ceiling that looks like the end of a rocket ship?
Test firing completed with an efficiency rating of 96.7%.
Alright, Codsworth.
See if he had anything.
Loot all
worth
these ash
taking.
piles.
Grab anything useful.
Well, that's another thing. So
I said
Check it
grab
out.
anything useful, Codsworth.
this cell was dated.
See if there's anything there.
Of course, Mum.
Take anything good.
My pleasure.
Grab that.
Straight away, Mum.
Get that pistol.
On it.
Grab that gun over there.
I mean, to be fair, I think I'm having a little trouble keeping up with chat, so if this is not relevant to
Take
what you're
that
talking
weapon.
about, take it as you will, but I think that's one of the really awesome things about
Get
the
that.
nerdlit community is that everybody, it seems like everybody tries to be nice, and everybody tries to
Pick that up.
not be rude or, you know, talk about stuff
Take
that
Just so, Mum.
could be really upsetting to people. We try to have fun,
Get me that pistol.
My pleasure.
and that seems...
Get the gun.
I don't know if it is, but it seems unusual these days sometimes. But it's good. It's really good.
Get that pistol.
Straight away, Mum.
See if he had anything worth taking.
All right.
Grab anything useful.
Righto.
You don't dare talk about ambition or passion in public. Is it because it's
Check
seen
it
as
out.
like bragging? And maybe
See if there's
making other
anything
people
there.
feel bad? Oh, you never direct.
Take anything
Yeah.
good.
Of course, Mum.
I think I'm I think I'm much more of a direct person a lot of times. I try not to hurt people's
that.
feelings. I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but I do have a tendency to be a little blunt. Alright, let's go see what's happening with Dance.
Oh
Are
my
you okay?
God. Are you all right?
Got cooked by those flames. But thanks to my power armor, I'm still in one piece. The important thing is that we're still alive. We have a way to get to the transmitter. Let's go.
Oh no, just be this one.
Oops. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
No, this whole thing, I think like this was.
Going down.
Yes.
I know Codsworth did not get into the elevator, but it'll be fine. Either he'll show up or he won't. One or the other. Okay, move. Move.
Well, then you're dealing with real.
There he is. See, Codsworth just appeared. It'll be fine. There's more synths yet, however.
Okay, so
You go first, big guy. Uh-oh. Intense fight. Dun dun dun. Open fire. I just did. I was.
Fan out and check the synth remains. They may have been after the transmitter as well.
I mean. All right.
That does not make sense to me. Especially if this is collapsed. Because what do I see here? I see a row of data. And I want it to go into...
Walking Dead starts tonight. Yeah, I haven't watched that show in years.
That would only be for these.
Intense scrutiny of loot. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I'm not gonna take that quite yet. I'm gonna go around looking for other loot. That deep range transmitter is actually what he wants me to find. He wants me to pick it up. But I'm gonna wait until I have scoured everything else for every possible piece of loot, because he's gonna want to scram out of here, which is great. Fine. I don't have a problem with it, but I want my loot first.
If you want to see what that is in there.
And I think that's just about all of it, because I got that. There's engine core control terminal. Right. Let's go ahead and pick it up.
Let's get at it. We'll take the service elevator to the surface.
The service elevator's actually over here. Are you coming? No? Alright. Yeet! I'm out.
Going up.
You can't. Reason being, you can't paste just
Maybe it's just one of those things, Yara, where it's exactly like you said. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. He's practicing the not say anything at all part. That can be difficult because people don't want you to not say anything at all. They're like, come on, tell us your opinion. Tell us what you really think. We want to know. No, you don't want to know. You don't. Trust me on this one. You will all be much better off if I just keep my opinion to myself.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but mission accomplished.
Yeah, as a team. I wonder if I could... Let's just say as a
We
team.
worked well as a team.
Agreed. It's a refreshing change to work with a civilian who can follow orders properly. That being said, I believe we have two important matters to discuss. First and foremost, if you'll hand me the deep-range transmitter, I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation. I think you'll find this weapon useful. It's my own personal modification of the standard Brotherhood laser rifle. May it serve you well in battle.
So, he just handed us Righteous Authority, which is a named weapon. Critical shots do double damage, and the critical meter fills 15% faster. This is actually really, really nice.
It is.
And he just hands it to you. I'll say that it wasn't necessary. Or, don't you need it?
Don't you need to keep it?
This isn't the only weapon at my disposal. Brotherhood soldiers always carry a backup. Now, as far as the second matter goes, I wanted to make you a proposal. We had a
I mean, we've just met, bruh.
Our op could have ended in disaster.
And I just got out of a relationship because my husband was killed.
There's no doubt in my mind that you've got what it takes. The way I see it,
Oh! You want me to join the Brotherhood. It's that kind of
trading an
proposal.
extra hand for a meager reward. Or you could join the Brotherhood of Steel and make your mark on the world.
Well, see,
So, what do you say?
that's kind of the problem. Okay, so if I'm
I mean, I'm not gonna be on board just yet. I'm gonna say unsure.
There's a lot to take into consideration.
It's a big decision, so I understand your hesitation. If you decide you want to become one of us, you know where we are. Good luck.
Alright, and he's just gonna beat it. He's just gonna scram. So we got quite a nice bit of XP for that, and we got this really nice weapon that he just gave us. Righteous Authority, which is a legendary. See the little star at the end? That means it's a legendary weapon. This could conceivably be, depending on how you play it, the first legendary you come across. Now shoot him in the face! No! Having the Brotherhood as an enemy is actually a really bad idea. At least right now. I don't know. I might change my mind later. I like to have all the factions agreeable to me, whether they like each other or not. Because then I can pretty much go wherever I want.
duplicate entries, so I tried to add each one, and they're duplicate entries, so I just kept on saying, okay, you've already got that.
I get it. You want some face shooting. I didn't really shoot many of those synths, to be fair. I let Dance and Codsworth pick up most of my slack. To be honest. Oh, I wish Codsworth could wear the bathrobe. That would be amazing. It would just like dangle down over his arms. Like a cape, maybe? That would be cool. Is that all I gave you? No. Of course not. Don't be silly. Is that all I gave him? What? What is even happening? Oh yes. The infamous questioning, interrogating them about their bathroom to cup of tea. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Dance does not have a Snickers, but he is in power armor and could probably kick our butts quite soundly, so I don't think we'll be picking a fight. Besides the point, he does have backup. We've got Codsworth, which I will say, I mean, is not nothing. However, I don't think it's enough to take out the Brotherhood of Steel. Because if you tick off Dance, then the whole Brotherhood of Steel is going to be mad at you. And they have flying machines. And miniguns. And power armor. So I'm thinking I probably want to stay on their good side, at least for now.
Well,
militia hat. I've got to remember to keep my militia hat. They do, actually, they do have EMP grenades, pulse grenades. Wow, to be fair, I think, the pilots for the Brotherhood of Steel don't seem to be all that great. They crash on a regular basis. However, they can crash into you, which can kill you as well. So, I mean, I don't think I would want to try and, trying to take them out of the sky is nearly as dangerous as them just flying around. because they have a tendency to land on your head. I gotta put away my grenades. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see. So we went and got Righteous Authority. I think I might have put it away. But we need to get it out and look at it. See if we can upgrade it.
Very clever.
He sounds so condescending. I never realized that. Very clever. Ho 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 ho. Reduced ammo capacity, but improved damage. Improved range adds burning damage. Ooh. I think we'll do that since we can. Full stock. Short scope, improved sights. I don't think I'll be using... I think I'll be using a scope right now. Can't do anything to the muzzle. I don't know if that's an improvement. Ooh! That is the Brotherhood of Steel paint, but I don't know if that's an improvement.
I made it work.
We'll just leave it with no material. How much is that weigh? 5.7 pounds? Well, we can certainly try it. We'll try it out and see how it works. Is there anything else I need to get rid of? I think that's it. Did I pick up... I did pick up a magazine that I can go put it in my rack. Now, I always take all of the magazines and put them all back down so that they are in alphabetical order.
Well, that's where I appreciate the code reviews.
Tesla Science. Do. That's all of them, right? Should be. Yes. And then I've got a couple of miscellaneous things to put away. I'm thinking we can put that away. We can put that away. Yep, all that. Okay. I'm thinking...
Actually, I had that experience with a couple of customers.
This is what we just cleared. That's ArcJet. So that's where we just were. We went from the police station and we ran all that way over there to ArcJet Systems, and that's what Dance wanted us to do. Now his quest is to come back and return to the police station and tell him yay or nay on whether I'm going to join the Brotherhood or not. But that's not really high on my priority list. And you may need to talk to somebody about what? I've been rambling on here and not paying attention to chat, so you've reacted to something I've said and I have no idea what it was. Oh, then I have to I have to have them alphabetized. Yeah. Well, I like to keep all of the ones that belong together is all I'm saying. It looks nicer that way. Let's see if we have anything to cook. Ooh, we do have... Oh, yes! Okay, good that I saw this. Because I promised that when we came back, and I nearly forgot, when we came back to the settlement, I would show you guys how to get cats in your settlement. Because... I believe this came with a DLC. I don't remember which one it is. I never remember which one it is. The little icon is supposed to tell you. Like, that's supposed to signify what DLC. The little horns icon. I don't remember what it is. But in the small cages, this is a cat cage, and you need 6 steel, 1 copper, and 2 soft shell Mirelurk meat. Now, soft shell Mirelurk meat is not super common, but you can cook it. So if you end up cooking it by accident, you'll be out of it and you won't be able to get your cat, which is sad and tragic. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, I'll just go ahead and read this. It probably explains it better. Cages let you capture a variety of creatures and enemies. Cages will only work when powered. They have a chance to catch something while you sleep or when you're away from your settlement. You'll usually catch something within a week or less. Once you've caught something in your cage, you can release it whenever you want by cutting power to the cage. The cage will also open if it is damaged. Note that keeping captured creatures and enemies will increase the chance of your settlement being attacked. Some captured creatures are always tame. Some are hostile unless you have a beta wave emitter turned on when the creature is released. Captured raiders, gunners, and super mutants are always hostile. So, take note. Well, in Fallout 3, in the Capital Wastes, the whole deal was that the Brotherhood didn't approve of the section helping people in the wasteland. But they did it anyway, because it was the right thing to do. And that doesn't want to go there. Of course not. Alright, well, let's see about... This is not... Alright, we're gonna put it here. Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. Actually, I want to put up a switch. Because if you put up a switch, you can just turn it on and off. So here's the switch, and I'm just going to apply it to the back here. And then I'm going to put this to the switch, and the switch to the power grid. So it's open. You can even see that it has a little meat in it right there. And the little green light means that it is on. And it even says on, like right there. So eventually, after comings and goings and all that, the door will shut. And when the door is shut, we will come over here and we will turn off the power on the switch, and the door will open and a little kitty will come out. Yes, you can catch Deathclaws. You can catch Brahmin, you can catch Mirelurks, you can catch Yaogwai, which are the bears that are scary, and I didn't want to run across. I think I even mentioned at one point that bears were in a certain area, and I'm like, we're just gonna avoid that. So yeah, you can have cages set up for all kinds of things, and if you have one of those beta wave emitters, then they will be friendly. So you could have like a little zoo. I think they'll even help you defend the settlement. So if you get attacked, like, and a Deathclaw happens to be part of your settlement, and they're friendly to you, they will help out. Let's see. So that's how you catch kitties. Eventually, we will have one, and it will be amazing. Is there anything else?
Well, so I'm seeing kind of a root of the issue. And
I think we could probably... Ooh, we could go check thicket excavations real quick. Yes, as I said earlier, I am a fan of puns, Yara. I am a fan of puns. I have to say that I agree with this particular Brotherhood, though. The Brotherhood that's here in the Commonwealth, Dance, I think he has an okay heart, really. I think he means well, but he's really in it, for sure. Has this changed at all? No, it has not. Okay. So, thicket excavations is not ready for our return quite yet. I believe that's still Sully. Yeah.
So, kind of what I want to do.
I can kind of see their point in that, yes, the world was destroyed because of the horrible use that certain scientific tools were put to. Absolutely. But it usually comes out that, you know, they're okay with using the technology. It's okay for them to use it. They're not worried about abusing it, but they're also not worried about actually helping anybody and making the wasteland better. That's just a settler. Good, good, good. Nothing horrible. But then they condemn the wastes and say that, you know, that's the reason that they shouldn't help. Look, it's proof. Look at how bad it is. That's just proof about why we shouldn't help. Well, you know, if you help to make it better, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. All right. I've wandered around. Let's see. So we checked thicket excavations. So, Cambridge Police Station isn't all that far from Diamond City. We could start trying to make our way down that way. So we'll go back to the police station, but we're not going to go in. We're just going to use it as a fast travel point. Well, there's some other factions in Fallout 4 that I think you might even like less. Irish. I mentioned a couple streams ago that there are multiple factions. And, okay, so hold on a minute. Let's actually track Jewel of the Commonwealth so that we have a direction on where we need to head to go to Diamond City. But yeah, there's definitely some factions that I think you would like even less than the Brotherhood. I mean, the leader of the Brotherhood in Fallout 4 is, I don't know. He's not my favorite. Let's just put it that way. He's not my favorite, but there's people that run factions that I like even less. My keeping all of the factions nice to me is actually quite a selfish choice on my part, because if they all like me, then I don't have to fight them as they start populating. Like, as you run into the factions, they'll populate more and more places around the Commonwealth, and the more you run into them, if you're hostile to them, that can be a real pain in the butt. If you're friendly with them, then they're not going to be attacking you. It's less you have to deal with. I mean, it is less XP as well. But also, that's why I've never actually finished Fallout 4, because you have to make a choice ultimately on which faction survives, and I would never make that choice. I've never actually finished Skyrim either, because you have to pick on the Civil War between the Nords and the Empire. I think both of them have horrible, misguided people leading both factions, so I don't want to pick either side. Right. I'll just shoot them in the face, and if they have a Snickers, I'll take it. That sounds like a plan. So there's a raider encampment over here on this tugboat. I believe there's a raider with power armor there, if I recall correctly. But at least this is not the booby-trapped bridge. I think I'm going to come over close to this place and actually get it discovered, because that'll get me a little XP too. Is my goal to complete Fallout 4? I don't know. Possibly. My goal, I mean, there's several goals that I have going on. One is to show off a game that, even with its faults, even with a lot of the problems that I talk about as well, that I really enjoy and I really like. And I think more people should try and experience it. To show off. It is a complicated game. There's a lot to know. So, you know, giving people some tips and tricks, but also, you know, just kind of having fun and having adventures and showing what happens. This game still surprises me, even as well as I do know it. It still surprises me because of random stuff that happens. I also would really like to go back to Far Harbor and Nuka World. I don't think, I mean, maybe it is something that is a lot of YouTubers have already done, but I haven't actually seen much of it. I've seen a little bit here and there, but I really haven't seen people do it. And I don't think people really know how big and how expansive and how much is in it. I mean, there's tons of stuff to do just in the Commonwealth. Just here in the base stuff. But I'd really like to go to Far Harbor and to Nuka World. I don't think I appreciated Nuka World as much as I could have. I think I've only done it once, and I kind of rushed it because I kind of wanted to get through the content and see what was there and see what it was all about. And I think I would... Well, there's just a random Tato here. Don't mind if I do. Okay, that was weird. And now my train of thought has completely been derailed by that Tato. Goal! Stream! Yes. I think it would be kind of cool to complete it for once. Sure. I think that,
Constraints is where you're on drop me into the restricted code.
I might ask the viewers, like, which way we should go, or maybe I'll go with my gut, I guess, but it'd be interesting who other people think we should side with once we've met all of the factions and stuff. Well, are you? Yeah, you're Diamond City Security. Excellent. There is a DLC that allows you to build your own vault. It's right here in Fallout 4. It kind of shows a little bit about watching behind the scenes. In fact, here I am blithely talking to chat while I should be paying attention to an extremely dangerous area.
Nothing there now.
Yeah, basically kind of take over the world. You're manipulating all of your... You can manipulate all of your vault dwellers in your vault. You can do some pretty horrible experiments on them. Oh, man. Crap, Zoids. And that is security. I will follow security.
They just want to know the scope of how much they're going to accept, because I guess the amount of stuff they...
But there's quite a few...
So that would be a lot.
Nice, Sierra. There are quite a few... How many vaults are there? There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4... I think there's 3 or 4 vaults just here in Fallout 4 itself. Company?
Yeah, there's no reason we should.
Oh, it's the dogs.
Hostile life signs.
Sorry, I'm just trying not to get killed by these dogs. There's one coming this way. I think there's always dogs over in this junkyard area. At least I've always seen dogs every time I've played.
Yeah, I feel bad for this.
We were, Venom just ran through, he ran across a vault here in Fallout 4, and the experiment that they were supposed to do is pretty vile, I think. And I'm sure that we will eventually get to it, but once we do, I might go, I kind of go a little light on the lore and I just kind of like touch on it or whatever, but I think I might actually read quite a bit of this stuff, because it's some of the stuff that the Vault Tech company was into is just the worst. Okay. Ooh, I've got a level up. I didn't even notice that. On to leveling then. What shall we do? You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and take Black Widow again. And I'm going to go ahead. I know that there's a charisma check coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and get charisma'd in my red
What do you mean
outfit.
You can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. Damn it, Danny. Open up! You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. I need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Rightly so. A true medium for the people.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, miss. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome
I mean...
to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come.
Diamond
Spend
City
your money,
material, huh?
Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
What are you two arguing about anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy, but if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
Well, alright, I guess
My
we'll
baby
go with
boy,
my
Sean.
baby back.
He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing? You hear that, McDonough? Is Diamond City Security just gonna stand by while a mother searches for her infant son all on her
No,
own?
don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
Who exactly could help me?
A mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well,
yes.
There's one private citizen, Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts who specializes in tracking people down, usually for debts or whatnot. Now I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates any
I've had
kidnappings?
enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
Alright, and with that ginormous cutscene, we're going to put our regular apparel back on, first of all, so that we do not forget. And a hard hat. Yep. And my insulated vault suit, so I'm not walking around in my underpants. No, Dinkers, I'm not going to walk around in my underpants. I think now that we've made it to Diamond City, that'll be just about wrap it up. There's a few things that I wanted to say about getting to Diamond City. First of all, I avoided, my very first playthrough, I avoided going to Diamond City like the plague because it was part of the main quest. And one of the things I've learned about Bethesda games in specific is that you always wait to do the main quest until like the very last thing, if you can at all avoid it. So I came here, and by the time I got here, they started, I had that conversation about, oh, what are you doing here in Diamond City? And it was like, oh yeah, I had a son I was looking for. Yeah, that was a thing. It was kind of surprising. I wasn't quite prepared. It felt a little disjointed because I was so removed from the thought of losing my son that I was kind of taken aback a little. I was like, oh yeah, huh. And my character seems pretty emotional about it. And I was like, I mean, alright. Yes, great parenting. Absolutely stellar. 100% the best parent ever. I will go inside of Diamond City so I can get it mapped, but this is a really great place. Diamond City is a really good place to come, even if you don't want to advance the main quest, because there's a lot of traders here. It's safe inside at like all times.
So, this is the famous Diamond City. I suppose I hope to find more of a gem than a dusty home base. Civilization in the rough, if you will.
And also, hello Adele, I'm sorry that you joined like just about when I'm ready to
Hey, kiddo. How are the paper sales?
sign off.
Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. And you start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper? Who's really in control of Diamond City? Read the public.
So this is Diamond City. It was an old ballpark at one point that has now been turned into shops and housing and basically a city with lots of people in it. The fortified walls keep everyone safe, at least to some degree. Good luck fighting zombies that way, Adele. I don't think underpants survival is your best option, but you know, you do you. I think after 200 years, I mean, they don't seem very organized. People getting together to create, you know, organized society. So maybe this is the best they got. I mean, I would have thought that maybe they had something a bit better, but it's better than some of the other stuff we've seen. It's not as good as the vaults, even the kind of ramshackly ones, maybe, but it is pretty safe. But there's lots of quests that we can do here that are not related to the main quest. We can also check up on... we can go to Piper and have her interview us. And we can go to the Valentine Detective Agency and check up on that. It's nighttime now, I believe. So I think most of the shops are going to shut down, if they haven't already. But we could sit down on a bench and wait for a little bit. But I think now that we've made it to Diamond City, I think this is where we're gonna go ahead and pick it up next time when I stream. So, thanks for putting up with all of my vagaries, starting off with something and completely forgetting what I'm talking about. But I had a really great time. I'm really glad that everybody came. I hope you guys had a good time too. And we'll see you next time.